Hi lovelies! Welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with my Sephora Spring Savings Event recommendations. It is the Sephora VIB Sale, the Spring Sale. It's here. It started on the 1st, that was Friday, so just on Friday, just a couple of days ago. So I wanted to bring you all my recommendations like I always do. I have been doing Sephora VIB Sale recommendations and massive Sephora hauls. You all know that I have been doing this from the very beginning. So if you want to see what my recommendations are and hear all about those products, just keep watching. So y'all, the Sephora Spring Savings event or the Sephora VIB sale is here. It started on April 1st. So the Sephora Rouge members get 20% off. They get the first dibs starting from April 1st to April 5th. And of course they can say, shop the entire duration of the sale, which is April 1st to April 11th. And then the VIB members get 15% off. They can start shopping on April 5th until all the way until the end of the sale, which is April 11th. And of course, the Beauty Insider members get to start shopping on April 7th all the way until the end of the sale, April 11th. And they get 10% off. And on top of it, you get 30% off without needing a code, 30% off all of Sephora products during the sale. I will link all that information down in the description box. So last year I did a massive $5,000 Sephora VIB sale haul. I mean, it was epic. So this year, of course, I do plan to do another Sephora VIB sale haul, but I first wanted to bring you my recommendations. Actually, I also just did a ride or die makeup tag video. I'll link it up here and down in the description box for you all, and I'll also link my last Sephora VIB sale haul, the $5,000 massive epic one. Link it up here and down in the description box. So in my ride or die tag, you will see some of the same products in this video because of course my ride or dies are my like staples. I repurchase them all the time. You might see some of them here, but I'll breeze through them fast. So I want to start with fragrances. So I selected fragrances that are a good deal to buy from Sephora. So the first one I have here is Jo Malone Scarlet Poppy. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm not going to stay here very long because I've talked about this fragrance so many times on my channel. I can actually smell it right out of the atomizer. This is such a unique fragrance. This has the most unique scent that I can't even quite describe. This is a little bit powdery. I believe there's like iris or something powdery in here, but this one has the most attractive part about this fragrance is the fact that this has that poppy note. I know it's the poppy note because it's that unique scent in there, the smell. This has like malt, as a note in here. The malt kind of really adds this, again, hard to describe effect to this fragrance on the dry down. It's just, trust my word when I tell you, highly recommend it. You can't get this one anywhere else for a discounted price. Now's the time to grab this. And of course, some of the Tom Ford Privé line fragrances are hard to get discounts on a lot of the times. I would highly recommend Tom Ford Rose Prick. This one is that gorgeous, beautiful, almost like earthy rose. Don't get me wrong when I say that. It doesn't smell like dirt. It smells like a beautiful spring blooming rose with a little bit of that fresh scent from the, I don't want to say soil. Now that's going to throw you off. It doesn't smell like soil. It's got like a beautiful earthiness about it. Let's just put it that way. It's slightly herbally. It's just super sexy. This is one of my husband's favorite fragrances from my collection. He talked about it in that video, Valentine's Day video, where he came on and talked about all of his favorite fragrances from my collection. This one is date night appropriate, absolutely stunning. Now's the time to grab it. And the other one, it's actually more of a fall winter fragrance right here, Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Again, hard to get a discount price on this. This is, however, more of a cold weather fragrance. This is such a beautiful boozy cherry almond fragrance. There's, I think, cognac in here that adds that gorgeous booziness. It's a gorgeous cherry with an almond note in here that's just delicious. There are, of course, a lot more fragrance notes in here, some white florals as well. This one is stunning, absolutely stunning fragrance, and it's quite pricey. Of course, it's the Privé line. Definitely make sure to grab this during the Sephora VIB sale. And of course, Sephora VIB sale is the best time to get any Chanel fragrance, anything that Sephora carries. And my top recommendation is Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. This is something that you can wear, you know, to the office or anywhere, really. It's like one of those fragrances that could be a signature scent. This one can be worn any time of the year. This has that Chanel vintage, classy, sophisticated DNA. It is one of those really easy to wear fragrances. So I highly recommend this one. And I also recommend other Chanel fragrances like Chanel Eau Tendre, Chanel Eau Fresh. I mean, there are so many fragrances that you can get, but I highly recommend this one. So next one is, of course, Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. Ah, this one's stunning. This one is that gorgeous orange blossom, honeysuckle, marshmallow fragrance, obviously. This is Rihanna's signature scent, apparently. And you guys, you know I broke my... So this is the original Kilian Love Don't Be Shy. I also recommend Kilian Love Don't Be Shy Extreme, which I just dropped and broke last week. So I already ordered that among my other stuff from the VIB sale already, because I'm a Rouge member. I already did my shopping. Highly recommend this and the Extreme version both. Now is the time to grab them. So now we're gonna switch to hair care and body care products. So I'm gonna start with the body care products. Oh my lord, you have to get the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay Creamy Shower Gel. Oh my gosh, you guys, this smells like heaven. This has that same Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Boom Boom Cream scent. Smells so delicious. It smells like vanilla and coconut, and oh man, everything delicious. There's nothing more delicious smelling than this. You smell like really edible when you shower with this. This is a highly moisturizing shower gel, very moisturizing. When I come out of the shower after showering with this, my skin looks nice and supple. It doesn't look like I soaped it, you know what I mean? It's so moisturizing. You know I am gonna recommend the Brazilian Boom Boom Cream. You gotta get this thing. I mean, this was what it got everything started. This is the original obsession of ours, right? This smells, oh, I don't have anything, like any body cream, nothing that smells so delicious. You all know already about the Boom Boom Cream. Everybody talks about it. This is the one that has that, again, that same scent that, you know, tightens your skin and, you know, kind of tightens your bum behind. I don't know what boom boom means, but you know, that kind of, it's actually what it's supposed to do. It tightens. It's got, I think, caffeine or something in this that's like tightening too. And this has like a bunch of other really amazing skincare ingredients. It's a very nice moisturizing cream, but it's not heavy or thick. And it has this nice like sheen to it. You can see it in the sunlight. It's so beautiful. I like to wear this more in like the colder months, like right now, even in the spring, it's really good. Whereas I like to wear this in the hot summer months. This one is the Bom Dia Bright Cream, again by Sol de Janeiro. Oh my God, this smells so divine. Now this one has like AHAs and BHAs, I believe, like has like fruit acids, exfoliate your skin a little bit. I can't remember exactly the claims, but this is actually beautiful one. This has vitamin C too, I believe. It's brightening, I believe. It is very light and it like absorbs into the skin and makes the skin supple. It's not even a little bit heavy. Beautiful moisturizing body butter, body cream. Love it. And then of course I have to recommend you the body scrub, the Bum Bum body scrub. Oh my God, this has the exact same Bum Bum cream scent. Oh, that delicious edible scent. Again, like it's like vanilla and coconut and nutty things. It's hard to describe. You guys, you all know the scent. Now this is what the scrub looks like. It's a sugar scrub. It is so good. It like sloughs off any dead skin, and like when I scrub my body with it and it come out, I smell so edible. I love to combine this with, of course, the Bum Bum cream, you know, and I like to actually scrub my body with this, apply the Bum Bum cream, and I love to wear the Zerjoff Italica with it. Ooh, so good. I don't usually combine scents with fragrance body creams, but this is an exception that I make because they go so well together. Oh yeah, I have another shower gel. This is the Coco Cabana from the Sol de Janeiro brand. This is also delicious, but I gotta say I like the Foreplay more, the other shower gel. This is also so delicious, coconutty, so amazing for summer months. Again, moisturizing body wash. You don't even feel like you're using soap. So I have one last shower gel. This is by L'Occitane, one of my favorite brands to get body shower products. This one is, of course, L'Occitane Almond Almond Shower Oil. This one is that beautiful, you know, moisturizing emollient almost body wash. This one is very, very like hydrating, and it makes your skin look so supple from that little bit of almond oil that absorbs into your skin. Amazing. I always stock up. Sephora usually has those. When during the sale, I grab a few of those. So then we move on to hair care, and my top recommendation always gonna be this one right here, Olaplex number 3. This one is a bond repair conditioning treatment. It repairs and strengthens hairs. It literally like bonds the hair, so it prevents damage, repairs damage. You can't usually get something like this over the counter, but I am so glad that you can get a hold of this. So you keep this in the hair 10 minutes or something, and it really strengthens the hair. Highly recommended. This is a top product. This is a #1 bestseller for this brand. It's such a good hair investment right here. Now's the time to grab it and get that 20%, 15% off of it, depending on what tier you are. And then I also have here Briogeo, the Don't Despair Repair line that I highly recommend. This is the shampoo and this is the deep conditioning treatment. They also have like a regular conditioner in this line, the Don't Despair Repair line, but I highly recommend this entire line, and I highly recommend Briogeo as a brand in the first place. But this deep conditioning mask really conditions your hair, gives it life. Really love to use them. They are really good hair products. So, and I have only one skincare product I want to recommend to you. This one is Kate Somerville Exfoliate. This one exfoliates. It's like a quick, it's not a peel, but it's rather like an exfoliating mask. You keep on only like 5 minutes. I forget, you'll have to read the back for instructions. You don't keep it very long, and it just takes away all the dead, you know, skin dull look, and it just really gives you like baby fresh skin. Really love this one. I know it works because I use it. Be careful, you don't want to keep it on too long. So now we're going to move on to makeup. So I'm going to start you know, usually how I apply makeup, start with like primer and work my way up. I talked about these in my Ride or Die products. They are my Ride or Die products. This combination right here, these are the primers that I use the most. I have other primers. I only use them because I want to go through them. These are my go-to. This one is the Tarte Timeless Pore Filling Primer. This one is what it says. It's a kind of a silicone-y pore filling primer for people with large pores on their skin, like on their T-zones and stuff. I like to use this for like my troubled areas, and this is the primer that I use all over my face. This one is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This one is amazing. It's like not too like silicone, but it really gives me like a nice canvas for the makeup to kind of glide on. I really love the way it looks. How my makeup goes on it. That's kind of like, and I feel like it acts like a barrier between my skin and the makeup, which protects my face. So that's why I love that. Great time to grab that. So as far as foundations, I only have one really, but I have two here that I would recommend. This one is NARS Soft Matte Foundation. Again, this is in my Ride or Die video. I'm not gonna stay here long. Amazing foundation, gives you like a flawless canvas. It hides everything. Like if you have, you know, skin textures, scars, acne scars, don't worry about any of it. This kind of covers everything. Beautiful foundation. It's what I'm wearing on my face today. This is what I'm wearing a lot of the times, although I have like 100 foundations in my drawer. And this one is the other one. This one is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation that they just came out with. This is really beautiful as well. This is a little bit more hydrating, I guess. It's a little bit more on the dewy side, whereas the other one is not on the dewy side. It's more of a matte finish, but it's not like a dry kind of matte finish, you know what I mean? Again, recommend that. NARS really knows how to do foundation. I gotta say, when it comes to color correctors, concealers, these are my only products I would recommend. Again, this one was in my Ride or Die products video. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish, I think it's called, color corrector. This comes in 3 colors. This is the medium peach medium one. This is like, yeah, number 2 for medium skin. This one is like really glides perfectly under the eye. It doesn't crease. It doesn't get into fine lines. It's smoothing, and it's covers all the dark circles. I don't ever get any sleep, so I need that. Now when it comes to concealer, again, these are my Ride or Dies. I'm not gonna stay here very long. I'll link my Ride or Die video for you to learn more about these. This is Pat McGrath concealer. This one is like that perfect consistency. It is really like a nice high coverage, but it's not thick or cakey. It's not going to, like, you know, crepe under your eyes. It's not gonna settle into fine lines. Perfect. Same with this one. This is the Tom Ford concealer. Same kind of coverage, I gotta say. So it's perfect. You know, it's high coverage, but it's not thick or cakey or doesn't settle into fine lines. The only 2 concealers that I think are Ride or Die concealers. So when it comes to setting powders, my favorite is this one, Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. Again, this was in my Ride or Die video, so I'm not gonna stay here very long. As you can see, I've hit pan. I've gone through like a million of these. This is very much like an airbrush look. It really gives you like this sort of flawless airbrush look. Finely milled, amazing powder, love it. And I love this one, Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, loose powder. I have it in banana bread. This one is really nice for like setting the under eyes. It works really well under the eyes. Airbrushes your under eyes almost. I like this to bake with. You know, just light baking, as in just leave on the, you know, powder there and then dust it off very quickly. Love that. And then I also love it for under eyes. And then the other powder I would recommend is this Gucci powder. This is the Gucci face powder. I mean, just for this amazing vintage packaging, you know, isn't that glamorous? Oh my lord, this is what I like to carry in my purse because of the packaging. I have it in the shade 7. This is also a really beautiful powder. What can I say? It just looks really nice. So yeah, will highly recommend that. In terms of cream contour, I have 2. This one is the Fenty Matchstick Contour Stick. This one, you guys, see, I mean, I've gone through it all. This one usually twists off, it comes out like that. I have it in the shade Mocha. I love this so much. It's so easy to use because you just draw it on and then you blend it out. So easy to use, very user-friendly. Although lately I have a feeling that it's giving me like breakout, so I don't know if I'm imagining that. I'm actually testing something right now to see if it's this or that other thing that I'm using. It may not be this. And for those of you who don't have like acne prone skin, this works beautifully. So I still want to recommend this very much. It's like the most user-friendly, amazing contour stick. And then I also recommend this Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate face palette that has this cream contour that's divine. It works so well. Let me show you on the back of my hand. This blends out like a dream, and this was in my Ride or Die video too, so I'm not going to stay here very long. Look at that. beautiful. It gives you like a bronzer kind of look, you know. And then I also love this cream highlighter, by the way. It's really beautiful. Like me, if you want like a dewy look on a natural makeup day, that's the one for you. Highly recommended. When it comes to bronzers, I have only two here. This one is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. This one looks kind of like airbrushed, you know, on, and I love the tone of this. It's not too red, it's not too yellow. It's like the perfect bronzer shade. I love it. It's, you know, neutral. You know, you can see I'm hitting pan right in the middle there. Yeah, definitely a bronzer that I'll go through. Very, very, very nice bronzer. Love it. Highly recommend it. So the other one is right here. This is the Tom Ford Glow Bronzer. This one is in the Terra, I think, shade. This has a little bit of a luminosity to it. Again, it's like that perfect shade that, you know, it's not red, it's not orangey, it's not yellow, you know. It's like perfect. It looks so beautiful, blends out like a dream. So I have a lot of blush recommendations, cream and powder blushes. I'm gonna start with this one. This is the Patrick Tar Major Headlines Blush Palette. This one is just stunning. This is cream and powder blushes. So this part covered with this flap, they are cream blushes. They are so, so good. They are emollient. Let me just swatch one for you. As you can see, they blend like a dream. So beautiful. It looks so dewy and youthful on the cheeks. It gives you this youthful, flushed look like no other. Love the powder ones too. I think he recommends putting the powder ones first and then the cream blush, which is like the other way around from what we're used to. You know, I still haven't tried that. I should. They look highly pigmented, and they are, but they really blend well. So very much recommend it if you can get a hold of it, because it keeps selling out. The other cream blush, cheek and lip palette actually that I highly recommend is this one by Danessa Myricks. This is the Dewy Cheek and Lip Palette. Oh, this one is so good. I gotta be honest, I only use this on the cheeks. I don't like this type of products on my lips, but look at those. I just bought it and already I'm putting a dent into it. So here's what this one is like. Again, similar type of like beautiful blend, and it looks youthful on the skin. I've been like really a huge fan of cream blushes lately, you guys, because they give the most beautiful youthful glow, like youthful flush to the skin, to your face. So really love cream products, especially if you have like mature skin too. This kind of cream blush is amazing. I like to take it on the bottom of my beauty blender and just stamp it on and blend it out. And sometimes I go on top with like a glowy powder blush, but a lot of the times I just leave it alone. I don't do anything. Really good palette. I love the color scheme here. Any skin tone can wear this palette. Highly recommend it. The other palette that I recommend is this one, Natasha Denona Face Palette Love Face Palette. This one has, as you can see, I've hit pan here. This is like that similar type of cream blush that works like a charm when it comes to blending. I mean, look at that. It gives you like this most youthful, beautiful flush to the skin. I love it. And I love to top it with this one right here, lightly on top, but a lot of the times I just leave it alone. I love the other products in here too. This highlighter, although it looks chunky, it actually isn't. It's so weird. It actually looks almost wet on the skin. Beautiful. And then of course, when it comes to powder blushes, I have a few formulas I would like to recommend. The Pat McGrath blushes right here. These are so gorgeous. I mean, they have this beautiful flower print too, which is really lovely. These are really pigmented, and they blend out so well. This one right here, let me just show you right there. They just are beautiful as well. Really love these blushes. They go on nicely, blend out well. I love the colors that these come in as well. So that one is one that I love very much. And then this one is a mauve one. So this one I think is the Desert Rose or something desert. I think these blushes are called Sexquisite Seductions or something, I'm not sure, but these are really nice blushes. They're powder blushes that work really well. I also highly recommend these Tom Ford blushes. These are the Shade and Illuminate blushes. They come in a duo like this. These are really beautiful as well. Let me show you right here. I like to swirl my brush in both shades and they are just lovely. Let me just swatch it here a little bit. It's really hard to swatch and show you how a blush works. It's right there. It's really beautiful. Again, lovely. Although they're powder blushes, they look really beautiful. And the last one I have to recommend is the Buxom blushes. So this is one I have. I need to get more shades during the Sephora VIB sale. This one is like my mauve tone one that I love to use. This one, something about these blushes, they are just really lovely. Let me swatch it right here. These are really lovely blushes too. There's like a slight sheen, a glow to it that makes your cheeks look really healthy. It's hard to describe. There's like this beautiful like glowiness a little bit to those Buxom blushes. I mean, it looks almost like the skin is hydrated, although it's a powder blush. Probably because this is supposed to be like a primer infused blush. When it comes to highlight, I will show you my favorite highlight formula here in just a second. But the first formula I would recommend to you are these Dior Backstage highlighters. I have all 3 palettes I believe they've released so far. These are amazing. This was in my Ride or Die video as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let me show you how these swatch. They are just beautiful. So this is like how they swatch. It's just such a beautiful sheen. They don't emphasize texture. There's just high shine, you know, glow to the gods, but doesn't emphasize texture. It's just beautiful, beautiful finish. I mean, that's my second favorite highlighter formula. It used to be my number 1 favorite, but I'll show you what beat them, the number 1 highlight that I love right now. So when it comes to face palettes, these 2 are my top face palettes, and they happen to be my favorite eyeshadow as well. So this is Natasha Denona Glow Face Palette. I have both the light and dark versions of it. I've done a full review and tutorial using these 2, a dark and light look. I will link it up here and down in the description box. I told you my favorite highlighter formula. It was something else. Well, it's this one right here. This highlighter right here. These are the best highlighter formula ever. I mean, look at that. This is like the only highlighter 100% that does not emphasize texture or anything on your skin. It glides on like, I don't know, a second skin and gives you this lit from within look, but at the same time glows to the gods. So it's like, I don't know how she did it. I know she used like some kind of Japanese technology in these. And this is the other highlighter in the dark palette, which is also just as obviously beautiful. Same formula. Love, love, love. Love, love, love these. This is my top number 1 favorite highlighter formula. And I gotta say, the blushes, by the way, highly recommending here as well. Again, these 2 palettes, they're a must. You have to get these, well, 1 or both, I would say both, during the Sephora VIB sale, you guys. I gotta tell you, I have so much makeup. To this day, I have not found a face palette this good that I know I'm gonna hit pan on every single product in here. Let me show you the blush. It's like a cream to powder blush, and it is perfect. Blends so well and goes on so nicely on the skin. Just looks so beautiful. And this is the dark palette blush. Beautiful. I love them both. They're just beautiful cream to powder kind of formula that's just very interesting. And you guys, these shadows, eyeshadows, oh my lord. Let me show you a few. So this is the light palette swatched on my fingers. So let me swatch them on the back of my hand here. These eyeshadow They are so good. Look at that. I mean, it's hard to do justice on the back of a hand. These are so beautiful on the eyes. These shimmer ones in here, they have this most gorgeous glistening look about them when you put them on your eyelid, on the center eyelid or all over your eyelid. So good. The powder, the matte shadows are just beautiful, creamy, and they blend so well. There's almost no fallout in these palettes. I absolutely love it. I love the dark and light palettes. So this is what they look like on the inside. Love to wear the dark palette at nighttime and the light palette during the day. You can get really sultry night looks with the dark palette. I'll link my full review of both these palettes and the tutorial for dark and light eye looks up here and down in the description box. So the other eyeshadow formulas that I have to recommend to you are Tom Ford eyeshadow formulas. Oh my god, these are very expensive, you guys. I think these are like $84 or 90 something, I forget now, but they are very expensive, and Sephora VIB Sale is the only place you can get a nice big chunk of money off of these, you know what I mean? I mean, look at this. This is like an old matte palette. This is what replaced the Cocoa Mirage palette. This one has got the most silky, they feel like silk on my finger when I swatch them, and look at that. Look at that. I mean, have you ever seen eyeshadow this freaking silky? Oh my goodness, they are so good. I mean, look at them. Look at them. Gorgeous. Now that was a matte, all matte palette. Now this is one of my favorites as well. This is like that Tom Ford formula quads with the gorgeous like top coat type looking shades, the beautiful glimmery top coat type shades. These are, again, the mattes are so silky, and this one right here is kind of like a suede satin formula, and that here is the top coat, and these are like the matte. Here they are. Let me swatch them real quick. So this is what it looks like swatched. I love that top coat. So beautiful. So here's that latest cream formula that Tom Ford came out with. Oh, these are so good too. They feel like, basically feel like creams, but they're actually powder. So they're so beautiful as well. Highly recommend these new ones as well. These like cream eyeshadow. It's kind of like cream to powder formula. So this one is Rose Topaz. It came in two other quads, and I did a complete full review of all three cream to powder, the new cream shadows of Tom Ford. I did a review, full review, and a tutorial. I'll link it up here and down in the description box for you all. When it comes to mascaras, I highly recommend the Huda Beauty Legit Lashes. I can't find mine. I've misplaced it. I gotta find it. I ordered a new one from the sale. So it has like it's like the dual-ended one. The one side volumizes, the other side like lengthens and curls. So good, highly recommend it. And also the Dark Star Mascara by Pat McGrath. Love the way the wand is. That's what I'm wearing my eyes today. It just makes my eyelashes look like I'm wearing false lashes. It gives it like a nice full volumized and lengthened look. And I also like the Marc Jacobs mascara. This one is also very like full looking mascara when you apply it. The one thing I gotta mention about this one is a little bit more wet, the formula, so you gotta be a little careful, more careful with this, whereas the Dark Star one is not as wet. It's more of like a cream. And then when it comes to eyeliners, highly recommend this Tom Ford dual-ended liner. So this side is like longer. It's brush tip. You guys know I only recommend brush tip. I don't recommend felt tip. This is also actually brush tip. It's like a smaller brush tip, as you can see this side, and this other side is a longer brush tip. This is amazing to do eyeliner with. Very good, highly recommended. And when it comes to eye kohls, Pat McGrath eye kohl, I can't recommend anything else when it comes to a nice black eye kohl. I mean, look at that. You can use this to even smudge. It's so buttery, but not too buttery, you know what I mean? It's like the perfect consistency. When it comes to eyebrow pencils, these two are the only ones I will recommend. They're both out, by the way. These are gone. See, like I've gone through so many of these. This one is like such a thin tip pencil that you can do those hairline looking strokes with this. So good. It looks very realistic, very beautiful. The only problem with this one is that it runs out really quickly and fast, whereas this one, the Kosas eyebrow pencil, doesn't run out too quickly. So this one is a little bit more waxy than the Huda Beauty one. Again, this one is a very fine tip. I don't know if you guys can see, this one is a very fine tip, very tiny fine blade like tip. Again, allows you to do those hairline strokes, you know. And this one is nice and strong. It doesn't break like the Huda Beauty one tends to break if you put too much pressure, whereas this one is not. It's also great for like those hairline strokes. Really love it. It's not too waxy, at the same time not too flimsy. When it comes to eyebrow setting gels, this is the only one I recommend. I only have like the smaller size. I ordered the bigger size from the sale. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This one has this beautiful brush that's like got two ends that like this one is a little longer bristles and the other one's shorter bristles. Really helps you comb through. Doesn't give you those like laminated brows, which does not look natural whatsoever. So now we have lip products left. I have so many. I'll try to be as quick as I could. When it comes to lips, my favorite is the Gucci Rouge à Lèvres lipstick line, and it came in 5 different formulas. I mean, look at the vintage looking packaging. I mean, like this one, look at it. It's not pretty. Pull this out of your purse. How pretty does it look? Now, I'll first talk about the matte formula. This one is so beautiful. It's not drying. It is like velvety matte formula. It makes your lips look like pillows. This is like what I'm wearing on my lips today. This formula, the matte formula, not this particular lipstick. And then it comes in the satin or like the cream formula right here. This is also really beautifully creamy right there. Beautiful, very like nice and hydrating and creamy and make your lips look plump. And then this sheer formula right here is beautiful as well. It's almost like a lip balm, but it's a little bit thicker than a lip balm right there. A little bit more pigmented, I mean, than a lip balm. Beautiful. It makes your lips look juicy, so pretty and very hydrating. And then they came out this balm formula, which is straight up a balm. This is one of the most hydrating, beautiful balms ever. Let me swatch it right next to the sheer formula so you can see the difference. So that's the balm, as you can see, and that's the sheer formula. The balm is a little thinner and a little bit more sheer. Very hydrating. It gives your lips make your lips look like they're naturally like juicy and that like beautiful pink color. Anyway, this one is the metallic formula, which I also love because the metallics are really hard to do. By the way, this is what it looks like. Do you see like those little sparkles around it? And that's the tip. And these metallics are bomb. Look at that. I mean, they're not drying. They're not like a disaster like most metallics tend to be. I can't recommend you enough. You have to grab these during the Sephora VIB sale. If I recommend like only few things to grab, these lipsticks and those Natasha Denona face palettes, grab them, and the Tom Ford palettes. Now's the time, guys. And then also I recommend Charlotte Tilbury matte formula, matte revolution lipsticks, and then I have another formula I'll recommend here in a second. Gorgeous, gorgeous matte formula. This one is beautiful too. I mean, look at them. They are beautiful, comfortable, non-drying matte formula. So good. And then I highly recommend these Hollywood lips. They are called. These are like skinnier. These look so good, you guys. They look like a cross between a lipstick and a gloss, and they make your lips look so like kind of like a movie star, like a, you know, I can see why she named them Hollywood lips. They make your lips look like, you know, like sparkly, but they're not chunky sparkles. Like, it's hard to describe. It looks gorgeous. It looks like a cross between a very shiny lipstick like you know, with a little bit of glimmer, which it isn't chunky, by the way, and a cross between that and like a really beautiful glimmery gloss. It's so stunning. When it comes to gloss, these are the formulas I recommend. Pat McGrath glosses, can't tell you enough how good they are. They are like glass right there. I love lip glosses that look like glass on my skin. Makes you so like, you know, juicy, your lips. And this is the Marc Jacobs gloss right up here, and this one is Fenty Gloss Bombs. I recommend these as well, although they're not as glass looking as the others two, but they're very like juicy. This is the Fenty right there, so juicy, also a little bit glass like, yes, but they're mostly juicy and they make your lips look really nice and like, you know, kissable. Love, 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 love these lipsticks. Recommend them highly. Last but not least, lip liners. I love the Pat McGrath liners. These are the Permagel liners. So these actually glide on so well. They don't tug, they don't like skip, and they don't budge very easily. They are so hard to like, do you see that? They don't budge, they stay put. Love, love that about them. And then next formula is the Makeup Forever, which I also love. Again, you know, nice and perfect consistency. It doesn't, you know, like what do you call, bleed. They're not too creamy, so it rubs off, it stays put, but also at the same time it's not drying like the MAC lip liners. They don't tug, they don't pull. So I love both of those formulas. And then lastly, the Huda Beauty lip liners. I love them as well. They glide on really nice and creamy. They don't stay put as much as the Permagel ones from Pat McGrath, but they're still good and lasting. So you guys, that is it. Those are all the products that I recommend to you to buy from this Sephora sale. These are all high value for your money, and these are products that you need to grab during the sale so you can get a lot of money off. Some of them are pricey items like the Tom Ford ones. So now's the time to get that 20%, 15%, 10% off, you know what I mean? Depending on the tier that you're on. Yeah, I love, love, love these products. These are all tried and true products that I've used for years and years and years, with the exception of a few which I've used still for a long time, like a couple of months at least, you know. I love these products. I've tried them. I highly recommend them. Not one product did I mention that I, you know, have any doubts on, you know. Highly recommend them. Grab them during the sale. The code is Save Spring, like I said. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Of course, I'll be bringing you an epic haul again this year, of course. What else? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Ring that notification bell for all notifications so you won't miss any of my videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I post everything so much fun and so fabulous. I will see you guys in my next video.